Jerry's in hospital mode today.
Hello, Stan.
Howdy. That wouldn't fit in there. Too big. There you go. Tuesday. I'll be wearing 2 hats today. Fixing to get in that garden. First, I've got to take care of this little deal right here. I think I need some more clearance or sanding or something. Let me see. That is a sign of cast iron. Yep. What I'm looking for. Okay, now I gotta put this thing back together. That looks like a place for a grease fitting that never was in there. Not on there either. Let's see if I got anything. Let's see if one of these boards fit. Some kind of oddball size. There's nothing here that fits it. Mine's either too big or too small. So I don't know if that's metric or I don't know what that is, but there ain't nothing here that'll fit it. Alright, Jim has got the blind bolt cut and in there. It will be flush. And now I gotta slide the pulley up over that without it being a big problem. There we go. Now I'm going to put a weld down through here, turn it around to the other side, or maybe put it in this here if I got any nickel rod. This is cast iron. This is what I'm going to be using right here. 1/8 99% nickel. At the time I bought this was $27.59 over $1 rod, and a nickel will hold it, but it's not the prettiest bead that you'll ever see. paint it. Alright, you gotta help me reposition here. Get it over here on this. Turn it around another way. See?
Mm-hmm. Get out of there. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, a little gardening trick. Funny story goes behind this. When we get started, I'll tell it. Right now, it's just too hot to be up here. Gotta roll the window up, get the cats out. Now, I gotta back this thing up and get somewhere in the ballpark this time. Oh yeah, a whole lot more closer this time. Now, I gotta go over here in the briar patch and find my big long belt. Well, during all the gibbity, I got to heat this up and see if I can get this out. Yeah, it's so hot out here you can't breathe.
See what I mean on there though? There's a shoulder on that piece, and this one right here is don't even. This ended up being not threaded actually. Went down there.
There's a hot tamale wherever man.
Seen it somewhere.
Right there.
Yeah, it was down there.
That is one of them pins too. Alright, I gotta let this cool. Let me get in front of the boy.
Yeah, we had to heat it up there. We was fixing to. Thought we was fixing to have to get a broke bolt out of there.
Uh-huh. You ain't never seen these. What are you waiting?
What?
Come on. Right there to there. You gotta take that pin out in there.
Like a no fitting situation. We'll have to prise it way up.
Right, we'll have to prise it this way. This way. But we can do it. We got a prize bar out here. Now don't let your bar or your strap get trapped in between the pin right there at your leg. Keep it up there so you know where to put it on.
Can't do both.
Now you can pull up on this right here. We need to straighten this bar out here. It's got it bent back too far. The fun continues. These be took off, put on the ammo.
Yep. Let me adjust it up some more, get it tight again.
The conclusion to them, wrong arms. I thought they was all the same, but evidently not. On these size tractors, you know. Alright, we're gonna jump back on the drive shaft. Maybe. Alright, we got this thing figured out now.
Yeah, there's a little hole right here for a little old pin.
You gotta punch this way down in there.
Yeah, and this big old shoulder has to go
interfere
way
with
in
the
there.
spline. You ain't nothing like a bunch of newbies out here, you know what I mean?
Tell me when you see it.
I see something over here. That's about it.
Oh, a little bit more. So the pin can go through it. Well,
All of that, you have no idea. We can't get this to slide too good. All the universal joint was all bound up. We had to oil that best we could. You can't put grease in it. Work it back and forth. Hey. Alrighty.
Don't ask. If that sun hadn't went down, we wouldn't have done nothing. Push. Alright. We can't even turn it by hand. This tractor sure is never going to do it, If it's out of gear, if PTO's thrown out, you can move it. But once I put it in gear, I ain't going nowhere. Of course, I could probably move it,
Give me that camera. Come over here and move that thing for me. Give me that for me. I gave it all I had. It didn't budge. Come on.
And if it's that strong, one belt wasn't going to do nothing nowhere. And that's the way she goes. Okay, now that I have sweated my brains out and 2 or 3 cows, I'm gonna get a drink and we're gonna go up to the garden. Well, now that you've done come up here and dug the hole, buried them, and covered up the hole, they'll only go in there one way. You see I got the holes drilled? They meant to go this way. Only. Not bothering my hand. Wild cat around here getting brave. You didn't get too deep with it. And that tractor down there, I would never went to that trouble if I knew that PTO wouldn't turn. I turned that PTO with a crescent wrench in gear. And now that tractor that's 16 horsepower, and Jim went down there and they can't move it. Wussies. Jim decided to get moving because the mosquitoes is out eating us alive up here. Just clean out the bottom edge. Last one.
Is it? Oh crap, I should have been celebrating.
Although I might need to move them down there. Jim's got them out in the way a little bit and they'll really interfere with the tiller.
Or leave them there for an experiment.
These was a thing that my grandpa seen his next door neighbor doing. Grandpa McGinnis, we call him Mac. His neighbor was out there and he was planting. And Papa looked up and looked at him. He was wondering, what in the world is that guy doing? So he walked all the way over and he said, what in the hell are you doing? That guy says, I'm planting milk jugs right beside the tomatoes with a bunch of holes in it. And it makes the tomatoes grow very good. And Papa was telling that at the job site. Really funny the way he told it. But I don't know if he ever started doing that or not. All I know is I ain't had no tomatoes in 2 years because I stopped doing this. Now this camera's probably picking up everything black.
Run time. Run.
But it's time to get out of here. We're getting eat up.
Run from the buzzard bugs.